Hello deep divers. Hope you enjoyed this video because this is the first ever video in our channel. In this video we are going to talk about Python built-in functions. As you see in the screen, we are going to talk about the len of function, which is short for length, any of function and all of function. You can see the syntax of these functions. What's common among all these functions? It takes an iterable as an argument. You obviously know a function that takes an argument and produces some output. I am annotating this syntaxes like it takes argument as an iterable and returns an integer. It can be any integer. This is a Python annotation. You can refer the Python official documentation to learn more about this, or if you want to know more about this, let me know in the comment. I will make a video on annotations and type hints. Okay, let's see practical examples of these functions. First, we are going to talk about the len of function. It takes an iterable and return an integer. How many values in the iterables? It returns how many values in the iterables. The iterables can be anything. It can be a list of values or tuples or even strings, and even it can be collections such as dictionaries, frozen set and many more. Let's run this program and see what is the output of these functions. As I said already, the len of functions takes an argument iterable and returns how many values in the iterable. Actually, the length of the iterable. Please pause this video and answer in comments. What will be the output of these 4 statements from line number 13 to 16? Let's comment out all of this and let's run our program. Yeah, we get 2, 2 and 8 because it has 8 characters. The string and line number 16 prints 2. You have a doubt like how it works with dictionaries. By default, if you pass a dictionary into a function, it works with the values of the dictionary. So you can also find the length of the keys. For that, you have to use dot values of method. It obviously returns 2. There's 2. There is no change in the output. You can use the keys of function to find the length of the keys. Nothing will change because the keys and the values will be the same length because we are mapping the values to the keys. So I'm gonna demonstrate what are the limits of the length function. So let's demonstrate in this file. The len of function has some limitations. First, you have to import the sys module from the Python and print sys.max size. It will return the max size of your system. It returns this, and I'm gonna copy this and I'm going to print len of this number. I'm gonna add 1 to it. This is not the right way because we have to pause the iterable. So the range of function will return an iterable. We'll see in the further videos about the range of functions as well. it raises an overflow error because this is my limit for the length of functions, but I have incremented it to 1 and print the length of the numbers. It says the Python integer too large to convert to C size. These are all of the underlying informations about the C implementations of the Python. So our motto is to learn about the learner function. You will encounter an overflow error when you reaches the limit of the max size. I mean, when you give more than your system's max size, you can find out what's your max size using the sys.max size of okay. Let's then move on to the any of function. For any of, I have created an example. What does the any of function do? The any of function returns true. I actually said that in the syntax it returns a boolean value. So it either returns true or either returns false. So the any of function takes an iterable and returns true if any of the value in the iterable is true. Let's demonstrate that. Here I'm gonna print any of values. I am passing the values as an argument and print this. It returns true because the one value in the iterable is true. If I change it to false, it returns false because none of them is true. Everything in the iterable is false. So what does the all of function do? This is the opposition of the any of function. The all of function returns true when all the values in the iterable is true. It returns false obviously because every value in the iterable is false. If you say true, 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 it returns true because all the values in the iterable is true. I'm gonna say false. It returns false because one of them is false. The all of function should check all the values in the iterable is true. Then next, let's build our own built-in functions, custom built-in functions. Let's build our own length of function. It takes an iterable. I'm gonna iterate through it. For iterable, I need a variable to count the values. So I'm incrementing it by 1 and width and total. This is our custom learner function. This is not the actual implementation of the length function. It can be implemented by using C functions, I think so. But we can also find the length of an iterable using this function as well. Let's use this example to demonstrate about. Okay. So I'm gonna copy this and paste it here to check if the same value is returned by our learner functions. I'm gonna rename it. It's not accepting. Length. Let's say, yeah, we got that. 2, 2, 8 and 2. It works fine as the Python built-in function. Keep in mind, we are not calling the Python built-in function, we are calling our custom function learnof. Then implement our anyof, def custom any. It takes iterable as an argument and returns a boolean value. This is annotating. So the custom any of function iterate through the value in the iterable. Sorry, it's a syntactical error. If any value is true, we are going to return true. If not, all the values are false, we are going to return false. So let's define our custom all of function. It takes an argument iterable and returns boolean values, either true or false, or 1 or 0. In computing, 0 stands for false and 1 stands for true. Iterable. If not value, if any of them is false, we are going to return false. If all are true, we are going to return true. Let's test our custom functions with this example. I'm going to say any of values equals custom any of values. We are checking the Python inbuilt functions against our custom functions. For all of values equals custom all of values. It both returns true if our function works fine, or else we have some bug. Yeah, we got both are true. Our functions works as expected. This is all for this lecture. Hope you enjoyed this video.